children. Welcome you all to our next segment of Unit 4 Art and Culture. So, dear children, today we will learn about the poem The Earthen Goblet, which is the section B in our Unit 4. Okay, now this poem is written by Harindranath Chattopadhyay. Okay, and before we go into the poem, let us know about the poet. Harindranath Chattopadhyay, he was born on April 2nd, 1898 and died on June 23rd, 1990. So he was an Indian English poet, an actor, and also a member of the first Lok Sabha from Vijayawada constituency. And he was the younger brother of Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India. You know her? Now, he is famous for poems like Known and Shaper Shaped. And he was awarded Padma Bhushan in 1973. The memorable song Rail Daddy, sung by Ashok Kumar in the film Ashirwad, is his creation. Chattopadhyay's poetry usually deals with nature and natural way of life. So this poem is written as a dialogue between the poet and the goblet. And he wants to know how the goblet felt when it was taken from the earth and shaped into a goblet. The answer of the goblet, which forms the next three stanzas of the poem, is tinged with a sense of sadness and helplessness. The theme of this poem, it gives us a message that we can get the things if we are polite in our behavior. We should pay attention towards the feeling of others. So that is the theme of this poem. Now the poem is presented in the form of a conversation between the narrator and the goblet. The clay and the goblet are used metaphorically to describe the ways of changing people's ways and attitudes. The language in this poem is clear and simple, and the tone is conversational. So here the tone is one of the literary device that is used in this poem, which is in the form of a conversation. And symbolism can also be seen in this poem, like how it explains itself, its emotional feelings. And the use of personification, I told you what is personification, which gives the human traits to a non-living thing. Now here the goblet tells the emotional feelings, whereas a goblet is a non-living thing. So it personifies. So here the personification is used. Shows the importance of naturalism and freedom. Okay. Now this is a goblet, the earthen goblet. Let us look at this picture. It is a picture of a goblet. So let us go into the verses of the poem, The Earthen Goblet. Now what is a goblet, children? It means a cup or a glass or a pot which is meant for drinking or made of any metal. Okay. Now let us look into the poem. O silent goblet, red from head to heel. O silent goblet, red from head to heel, how did you feel? Now head to feel, over here from head to heel means goblet. I told you what is a goblet. And head to heel, that means from top to bottom. Red from top to bottom. See the goblet, how it is red from top to bottom. How did you feel when you were being twirled upon the potter's wheel? Okay, and twirled. What is the meaning of twirl? Turn round and round. The potter keeps the clay on its wheel and turns it round and round. That is called as twirled. Before the potter gave you to the world. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of this first stanza? Here, in the first stanza, the poet, the Harindranath Chattopadhyay, what he says, the poet questions the goblet, which is red from top to bottom, that how it felt when it was moved round and round on the potter's wheel. So before the potter gave it to the world in the form of a pot. So he asks the question to the goblet, like how it felt when it was being turned round and round on the potter's wheel. So before after it made it as a pot and gave it to the world. So how it felt, the poet asks a question to the goblet in the first stanza. Now what is the reply the goblet gives? Let us look into the next stanza. I felt a conscious impulse in my clay to break away from the great potter's hand. So I felt a conscious impulse in my clay to break away from the great potter's hand that burnt so warm. That burned so warm. Now here, conscious, that means to be aware of. Okay. And impulse means a sudden strong like a sudden strong wish that you want to do something without stopping. That is called impulse. Okay. And clay, that is you know what is a clay? That is a sticky earth or the soil that becomes hard when it is burnt. Okay. And break away, what do you mean by break away? It's a phrase. So it is something that, you know, it's a phrasal verb. It means to escape from someone's hold, someone's catches, and when you escape from it, that is called as break away. Now, from the great potter's hand that burned so warm. Okay, so now what is the answer that the goblet gives to the question that the poet asks? So he says the goblet expresses her feelings, saying that when the potter kept it on the wheel, so how it felt, it is giving it that I felt a conscious impulse in my clay to break away from the great potter's hand that burned so warm. I felt a vast feeling of sorrow to be cast into my present form. Now, vast means to a very large or huge. Okay, feeling of sorrow to be cast. Cast means to appear into the my present form. Now, what she says, what is the answer she gives? She says that she expresses her feelings, saying that when the potter kept it on the wheel to give it the shape of a goblet, it felt like escaping from the potter's hand. So why it wanted to escape from the potter's hand? Due to the unbearable heat, because he burnt, you know, he was that burned so warm. What does the potter do? It keeps it and it burns it so that it becomes hard. And so it felt that like escaping from the potter's hand due to the unbearable heat. And it says that it is not happy with its present form of being an object that is a goblet. So it's not happy. So what is its present form now? It has become a goblet. From clay it has become a goblet and it is not happy. It is feeling of sorrow to be cast. So what does it appear to be? It is feeling very sad to be an object of a goblet. So this is what he answers to the question that has been asked by the poet. Now let us see the next stanza. Before that fatal hour that was me captive on the potter's wheel and cast me into his crimson goblet sleep. Now here, before that fatal hour. What is fatal? Fatal means which causes death. So before the death. Now whose death it is? It's talking about the clay, the earth, that the soil, when it was in the form of the soil. So that is no more, because it has been turned into a goblet. So before that fatal hour, and that was me captive on the potter's wheel. So he says, fatal hour that saw me captive on the potter's wheel. Before that fatal hour, that saw me captive. Captive means I was a prisoner. So it became captive means prisoner on the potter's wheel and cast into his crimson goblet sleep. So crimson, a very rich red color. Okay, so rich rich red color is deep red color is called as crimson. Okay, now I used to feel the fragrant friendship of a little flower whose root was in my bosom buried deep. Now it also expresses, what does the goblet say here? The fragrant friendship. That means a true and pure friendship between the soil and the plant. Fragrant friendship it used to have. And bosom. Bosom means the chest. The human chest is called as bosom. And buried deep. What is meant by buried deep? It is covered with soil, which is covered with soil deeply. Okay. Now, what does it say? The goblet says that it felt as if it was imprisoned when the potter kept it on the wheel. So, what does it say? Before the fatal hour. So, before it died. So, what was it? That was me captive on the potter's wall. It says that it was imprisoned when the potter kept it on the wheel, and it felt that it was the moment when it lost its freedom and joyful life. So that was, it was a captive. How does a prisoner feel? He feels that all his freedom is lost, isn't it? So here the clay also feels the same thing when the potter caught it and took it from the earth and put it on his wheel. So she feels that all her freedom and joyful life is lost. And the goblet says that when it was in the form of the clay, how it used to enjoy? It used to enjoy the pleasant friendship of, what is the fragrant friendship of a little flower? That means the fragrant friendship. That means a true and real friendship it used to enjoy. And whose friendship it was? Of the little plant with a flower. It used to enjoy the pleasant friendship of a little plant with a flower. But from the moment it is chosen to make a goblet, it lost all his little friends. So when it was chosen by the potter, then it lost all its freedom and it lost all his little friends. So that is what it says, that it has lost all the freedom when the potter has taken it. Okay, so let us see the next stanza. The potter has drawn out the living breath of me and given me a form which is the death of me. So living breath. So living breath means what? The life. So what it says, the potter has drawn out the living breath of me. That means the life, and given me a form which is the death of me. So it has given the death, and it says my past unshapely natural stage was best. So unshapely, that means which is shapeless. Okay, and the natural state. What is the natural state? It is the form of the clay or the soil that the goblet had. So my past unshapely natural state, it is state, children, natural state was best. It says that stage or that state was the best, with just one flower flaming through my breast. And it says flaming. Flaming means shining brightly in red color. So with just one flower flaming through my breast, that means through the chest of the soil. So here it now explains, now what the goblet says in the last stanza is, when it was in the form of the earthen state, that means when it was in the form of soil or clay, it was with life. He says it was with life. But when the potter made it into a goblet on the wheel, the clay, it felt as if it is taken for dead. That means as if the death has come to it. So it feels like that. So when it was in the form of clay, it says that it had life in it, and when the potter had taken it and kept it on the wheel, it says that it died. And so here, children, it is clearly understood that the clay was happy only when it was in its original shape, and when it was in the form of, that means when it was in the form of soil or clay. So when it was in the form of soil or clay, it enjoyed the fragrance of the little flowers and the plants. Okay, and when it was happy when the seeds grow into the plants through it. So because the seeds were always buried into it, isn't it? And then it was very happy because of it only the plants grew from it, and it gave the flowers, the natural flowers, which gave nice fragrance. So all these were little friends for it, and it was very happy when it was as a soil, because the seeds grew in it and the plants came out of it, sprouted out of it. So it was very happy. So here, but now as a goblet, it is lacking all that specified benefits and of all the original fun of life. So this is all what it is lagging behind, and that is why the goblet feels very unhappy. So that it feels that with just one flower flaming through my breast, that means that one flower which is coming out, or the plant, the seeds which the plants come out, and the flowers it gives, all that is really, I'm missing the fun of the life. And here, when the potter has taken me and shaped me into a goblet, I miss all that original life of mine. So this is what the goblet says in the poet. So have you understood the poem, children? So just you can just have a look at all the meanings, difficult words in the poem, and you can write one time all these meanings and go through the video once again, and write the learn the summary of the, not write, just learn the summary once again. You take out your textbooks and read the poem, and also tell the summary once again. Listen to the video and understand the poem, the theme of the poem, and write these meanings one time. Okay? And learn it. So we shall go with the next part segment in the next video, that is the C, which is only reading. Okay? So till then, stay tuned. Bye.